So one of the things that we think about in the Vision Committee is what are the aims of science and maths education in the UK? And there seem to be two really fundamental aims of science and maths education. They are firstly to educate society to empower people with basic scientific and mathematical concepts and understanding so that they can make informed decisions in their everyday life. We have to make decisions based around science and maths information all the time, whether it's what's healthy to eat, whether you should vaccinate your child with the MMR vaccine, whether mobile phones are dangerous, all kinds of decisions you're constantly making, which are made based on scientific information. So that's the first major aim of science education. And the second aim is to facilitate the education and interest of the future scientists and mathematicians in the UK. So those are two sort of fundamental goals of science and maths education.
A lot of the work that's going on is aimed at developing good quality biology chemists and physicists for the future. We seem to have forgotten the majority of pupils who are not intending to go on and become scientists. And if we're serious about providing a scientifically literate society for the future, we need to make some changes. Because at the moment, the focus is not on that aspect of science education.
From time to time, there are a lot of arguments about can we do both? It seems to us that if we can't, in this country, have an education system that will both serve the citizen and produce the next Nobel Prize winners or whatever, then we've failed. We've failed potential Nobel Prize winners, we've certainly failed the citizen.
You know, you see a maths problem, you see the equation, and it might as well be written in Greek. Well, it often is written in Greek, actually. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And you just blank out. You can't, there's no way that you could sort of work it out, right? So instead you just give up and say, I'll leave that to the scientists. So what we need to do is to get to a point where they don't, you sort of have some sense of what it's all about, and you don't have that just awful sense of collapsing in the face of difficulty.
It's clearly the case that whatever the details, societies which are more educated are more economically successful. Societies which are more equal are more economically successful. And if it's one thing that is an absolutely equalizing form of knowledge, it's science. It's the only international language that's spoken by everybody. Given that we do it in practice so well, we should teach it much better than we do, and it should enter society far more deeply than it has so far.